Right, good evening, superstars. Great to have everyone on tonight's call. Uriel Izabu here. Super excited for what we're doing right here on 2.0. Amazing, amazing results. We're churning out results like what I've never seen before. I mean, it's simply incredible. From Monday till date, an entire week, all profits, no single stop loss. I mean, tell me, what platform have you seen in Forex trading for an entire week? And we're calling up multiple trades, some days 7 trades, some days 6 trades, and no single stop loss. Is amazing. It's just completely off the chain. And we're so super, super excited and super grateful to God. Happy Thanksgiving to World Hub USA. Happy Thanksgiving to World Hub USA. So tonight we're looking at trading psychology, the winning mindset. Why do people make money from a particular trade and somebody loses money on that same trade? And some people even blow their account on the same trade that people made money on. Trade that hits TP1, TP2, TP3. All right. Why? That's what we're looking at tonight. Trading psychology, money mindset, the right mental attitude, how you should look at the market. You look at the market not as a gamble. You build your trading profit. You build a layer upon layer. It says for precept must be upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little. If you have that mindset, you will be wealthy in this industry. With that being said, I will be bringing up an amazing, incredibly gifted, talented international superstar. I'm telling you, this lady is just phenomenal. This lady is just amazing. This lady has been a great, great, great encouragement, great help. I mean, not just to the community, but personally to me. There's hardly any day that we don't talk 3, 4, 5 times a day. She's just incredible. She's just amazing. All right. Superstars on the call. Please, everyone, help me put 222s on the chat box. 222s, everyone. 222s as I make way for greatness and I pass it over. Help me celebrate greatness in the house as I make way for greatness and pass it over to our amazing international superstar, a leader by example and not by motivation, a leader who walks the walk and doesn't just talk the talk, a leader who wants to see everyone win and who goes extra mile to see everyone win. She's even started physical training. She started physical training. She posts it every day. You can come to the office. The office is open. She's there training people back to back, back to back, back to back, ensuring that everybody wins. So if you're in Abuja, you want to take advantage of the physical training. With that being said, I'll make way for greatness as I pass it over to our one and only international superstar, the Forex Lady Boss. Forex Lady Boss, you're in the house. You can take it away. I celebrate you.
Amazing, 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 amazing. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, superstars on the call, depending on the location you are joining this call from. I want to say thank you to my own personal coach and mentor, in person of Chairman Uriel Izabu. I want to say thank you for all that you're doing for the community. Thank you for your dogged consistency. Thank you for wanting everyone to win. You've taken, it upon yourself to help people. You've taken it upon yourself to help people eradicate poverty. So we super celebrate you guys. Let's set some fire emojis in the chat box if you know that this man has been a blessing to you and your family, for going all out just to make sure that we keep winning and winning and winning in this space. Send a fire emoji in the chat box. Let's light up the chat box for our own superstar coach and mentor. If you're happy, this man has been a blessing to you and your family, let's light up the chat box. For me, I call him my own angel in human skin. So let's light up the chat box. Whatever you celebrate, you attract, guys. We are privileged to have this man in our midst. I want to see the chat box. I want to see you light up the chat box. If you know that this man has been giving us profit back to back from this market, let me see you celebrate with the, fire emojis in the chat box. We have 28 persons on the call. I want to see the fire emojis coming in. Whatever you celebrate, you attract, guys. Whatever you celebrate, you attract. He takes so much of his time to, make sure that we all take trades, behind the scenes, working tirelessly. So whatever you celebrate, you are not the one sending the chats, sending the trade ideas. So the least you can do is to celebrate the person that, is sending those trades back to back, the man, that is putting smiles on our faces. That is the least you can do. You are not the one analyzing those trades. You don't sit on charts. You don't have sleepless nights. All you do is just to wake up to your phone and get a trade idea and then take that trade. And boom, we are in profit. So let's celebrate our own angel in human form. I want to see you keep celebrating him. Thank you so much for all that you do, sir. We are not taking all that you do for granted. For me personally, I'm not taking access for granted. Thank you, for putting me on the right track. Thank you for always hand-holding me, teaching me what to do in this market. Super, super excited, super, super elated, super, super pumped up. And I'm grateful to God for all that He's doing in Wealth Hub 2.0. I'm super grateful to God because with the vision that we have concerning 2.0, a lot of lives will be changed. A lot of people will come out of poverty. So like I keep saying, all you need to do is to keep learning, keep honing your skill, stretch yourself, guys, whatever it takes for you to learn this skill and make it big time. Go through that process and learn this skill because you discover that at the end, it's all worth it. It's all worth that time. So don't try to cheat the grind, keep burning the midnight candle, and you will see that at the end of the day, it is worth it. So I'll be doing part A of psychology of trading before my superstar coach and mentor takes over for me. So, most times we tell people that if you have good psychology when it comes to the market, you make so much money, so very good when it comes to trading. But their psychology is nothing to write home about. They are good when it comes to trading, but their psychology is nothing to write home about because most times they even go ahead to allow a winning trade turn to a losing trade just because of their emotionally, attached to their trade. Like I tell people, trading live account is different from trading demo. When you're trading a live account, because your money is in it, because your money is in that live account, emotionally, you're attached to that account. There's a lot of emotional attachment, between you and that account. But if it's a demo account you're trading, some people trade demo accounts knowing that, it's not my live money that is there. So even I lose that account, I can always get a demo account. So psychology of trading is how your mindset controls the way you buy and sell in the market. That's all. The way you react to the market. Most times a winning trade becomes a losing trade for some persons because you don't know how to manage your trade. And some persons, when they enter the trade, they don't want to see red. They don't know that the market will first be in negative. At times, if you even enter the market, let's say the zone you enter the market is a very good zone, the brokers will still take their spread. So some people don't want to see red. Once they just see red in the account, they go ahead to close it. So instead of them to hold the trade for some time, they'll close it because of the fear of losing, monies. So, and in psychology of trading, it teaches you to stay calm, teaches you to avoid fear, avoid greed. Greed is one major thing that kills a lot of people from the market. Even me, I'm not an exception, because sometimes I can get greedy. It's part of humans. And once you trade this market, with the potentials in this market, is bound to happen. That greed, comes in. There are sometimes I will just load up my accounts. Once I just see that this trade looks like it's a short trade, I'll load the account. Use Lamborghini lot size, use Maitama lot size. But one thing we forget is that nobody owns the market, and the market is not 100%. So sometimes your analysis can fail you. So when you load your account like that and it goes against you, you lose everything. And I tell people the first, aim of the foreign exchange market is capital preservation. When you preserve capital, you can always come and play and play and play, and take trades. But when you've blown your account, you start looking for another money, and that could be very frustrating. So always follow your plan. Have a plan, like the 30 days compounding that we're doing, that we're test running. All you need to do is to write your plans down. So that's why I advise people to have a separate account for that. Once you've met your target for that day, the 30%, leave that account, go and do something else. Once you've met your target, go and trade on the other account. That is the only way you can achieve the 30% compounding. If you're trading everything on that compounding account, you will not achieve the compounding plan. So you have to follow your plan. You have to follow your plan. Make decisions with your head and not your emotions. Most times, because money is involved, everything we do here is emotions. We allow our emotions control the best part of us. So the battle against your brain, key emotions. Trading involves money, which naturally triggers very strong emotions. These are two most dominant and often destructive, when it comes to this market. Fear. Most times, fear of missing out, fear of losing. Fear is the anxiety you feel when a trade is moving against you, or when you think you might miss a big opportunity. Sometimes when trades are called out, just because we feel we'll miss on that trade, we want to make money. Even while it has passed, you see some people still chatting me that, can I still go ahead to take that trade? Knowing fully well that it has passed the price, the entry price, it has passed, it has moved. They will still go ahead asking, can I take the trade? So you don't treat the market like a gamble. I tell people that forex is a business until the day you start treating forex like a business. If not, the market will not pay you. But when you start treating forex like your business, the market is going to pay you big time. And the problem, fear often leads to two major mistakes. Either you're selling too early or you're cutting your trade. Selling too early, cutting a successful trade short just because you don't want to take loss. You don't want to take lessons. You get afraid and you vanish the market, and you missed out on all the full potential. Some people, the TP1 has not even reached. Just because they are scared that they will not want to lose money, they cut those trades. And you see people shouting that they've taken profit. So you have to really work on your mindset. You have to really work on your mindset for you to be a good trader. Stop getting scared, jumping in and out of the market. As long as you have your stop loss and you're not over leveraging, as long as you're not over leveraging, your account is good. As long as you have put your stop loss, all you need to do is just to allow the trade play out. Allow the trade play out. So holding a losing trade for too long, some people, even while the market is going against them, they keep adjusting their stop losses. They keep adjusting it, thinking that the market will turn. Then when I started trading the forex markets, at the initial stage, you see us saying that it go turn. meaning that it go turn. You will be saying it go turn until that account goes, everything, you lose everything in that market. So have a plan, have a goal, set your rules. Know that, okay, on certain amount, this is how much my stop loss is going to be. Like in World Hub, we recommend 50 pips stop loss. So when the market is going against you, you know that 50 pips is your stop loss, except otherwise, where we say that, adjust your stop loss. So if we say you should adjust your stop loss, you know that because we discover the trade is going to still move in that same direction the trade was called. So all you need to do is to adjust your stop loss so that it doesn't take you out and then continue. If not, it will take you out and it will continue. So holding a trade for too long, is not good. It's not good. When you're losing, when the market has changed direction, stop keeping that trade. Cut your losses, and wait for recovery trade. So, and the solution is just for you to use stop loss. Like I say, when you use stop loss, when the market is going against you, you've already shielded yourself from any loss of account. You've shielded yourself. So it's an automatic instruction to sell if the price drops to a certain point. So it takes emotional decision out of your hands, making the loss quantifiable and acceptable before you enter the trade. So that's when you have your plan, when you have your goals, when you have your rules and you set them. You know that on this account, on my $100 account, if the market is going against me, in $10, I'll cut it off. $5, I'll cut it off and wait for a good trade and recover my money. So we must not attach so much emotions to the market. That's why we advise people, whatever you cannot lose from this market, don't put in your live trading. Whatever you can lose, don't put in your live trading. So, we talked about greed, I said, even me, I'm guilty of this, because most times you see me putting bigger lot sizes, just to hit my target, just to win big in the market. Once in a while, it happens to every trader. So, but if you can discipline yourself not to be excessive greedy, greed is the excessive desire to take more money quickly and easily from the market. It's often the feeling you get after a couple of successful trades. Most times when we over leverage the market and it goes in our favor, it's very sweet. So we think we can continue doing that, but nobody owns the market, and you don't know when the market will go against you and take everything that you have made. So let's stick to proper risk management. Let's not over leverage the market, because when we keep over leveraging the market, we'll keep losing monies from the market. So, and the problem of greed makes traders, they over leverage, taking on too much risk, using too much borrowed money, that's leverage, in the hope of multiplying profit, which can also multiply losses just as fast. And one thing about the market, which of you notices that whenever the market is going against you, it goes very fast? If you're on this call and you notice that whenever the market is going against you, it goes very fast, I want to see a 2 on the chat box. Let me see a 2. So when the market is going against you, you notice that the market is going very fast. You notice that the market is going very fast. So, and whenever the market is going very fast like that, you're not just comfortable, So overtrade, entering trades that don't meet their criteria simply because they feel they need to always be in the market. Like I always advise people, if you know your MT4, your MT5 will put you in trouble, delete it on your phone. If you know your MT4 and your MT5 will put you in trouble, delete it on your phone. Because even when the market has not given you any conditions, directions, you just jump into the market. You say, oh, this candle looks as if it's buying, this candle looks as if it's selling. you jump into the market, and it will cause major loss for you because you're gambling. You're not taking the trade based on your knowledge and experience. You're just gambling. You're guessing. You're gambling. You feel, okay, the market, the candle is blue. Oh, this market will sell. So if you know that your MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5 on your phone will put you into problem, delete it on your phone. So by the time you go to look for your laptop, put on your laptop and take a trade, by that time you might have, oh, let it be. I just want to gamble in the market. So let's be strict. Let's treat trading as a business. Let's treat trading as a business. If you treat trading as a business, it's going to pay you big time. I'm a testament to that fact. Ignoring risks, that's moving their stop losses further or removing it entirely just because they know the market will bounce back. It will turn. So when you keep saying it will turn, the market will take everything from you. The market will take everything. And for you to make money in this market, you must be disciplined, because the market teaches discipline. It teaches people how to be very disciplined. So if you're not disciplined, if you don't have your goals, if you don't have your rules set, you just keep losing monies while you're hearing stories from people that are winning on a daily basis from this same market. That's why some people get frustrated and they tell you that the foreign exchange market is a scam. They tell you that this market is not legit, but we have proven, them wrong. The naysayers, we've proven them time without numbers that this market works 110%. And we are the testament to the fact that foreign exchange market works big time. For me, this is a market that has changed my life. So I'm grateful to God for this opportunity. And we have a solution here. All you need to do is to define a profit target. Like I said, before you enter a trade, when the target is hit, take the profit and walk away. At times, when you want more like Oliver Twist, you discover that you end up losing that account. So all you need to do is to discipline yourself, sticking to the plan, not chasing the last naira of potential gain. Stop chasing the market. Wait for the trades to come to you. Wait for the market conditions to come. Like what we do on Wealth Hub 2.0, we wait for conditions. Chairman doesn't just send out trades. You will see that those trades are professional trading, and you can see the win rate back to back. We have one of the best, best of the best trader out there. Chairman Yura is doing a lot of, work behind the scene, making sure that people win. So when those trades are sent out, all you need to do, put your parameters, set your parameters. And if it's going against us, it hits your stop loss and we'll wait for recovery trades. Like we keep saying, you must not win all trades. No trader does. But when your win rates are more than your lessons, then it's a good business. And in Wealth Hub 2.0, we have almost 99%. No system is 100%, because even engineers give room for, mistakes. So that's the 1%. If not, our trades in Wealth Hub 2.0 are amazing. So they are super amazing. So a successful trader doesn't try to eliminate their emotions. They learn to manage and control them through preparation. So you must always prepare. You must always prepare. I tell people, don't let your emotions take the better part of you when it comes to trading. That is where you need to have your trading plan. Your trading plan is your rule book. It's a written document that answers the keys, questions before the market opens, when you're calm and rational. So what to buy, what to sell. In Wealth Hub, our most traded asset is gold. And we have a strategy that we use. So we also give, entries. So when exactly to enter the market, where will I take profit? So we give the target, TP1, TP2, TP3. And where will I exit if I'm wrong? Your stop loss, your risk management. You must have a good risk management, guys. Risk management is also a strategy when it comes to trading. If you can master risk management, half of your job in this market is done. And master your emotions, you master, risk management. Half of the job is done. So risk management, this is arguably the most important element of psychology because it directly addresses the fear of losing money. The rule of thumb, never risk more than 1%, 2% of your trading capital on a single trade. So all those people using Lamborghini lot sizes, using Maitama House lot sizes, using Banana Island lot sizes, when the market goes against you, it will wipe everything. So you need to preserve your capital so that you can keep trading in the market. And one thing that demoralizes a lot of people when they've blown accounts and people are just shouting TP1 hit, TP2 hit, people are winning. It's really frustrating. So why won't you preserve your capital? You need to preserve your capital so that you don't lose everything, so that you don't risk everything in this market. So all we are advising people is to play well in this market. Don't over leverage. Always, be open to learning. Because one good thing about this market is the more you learn, the more you earn. And don't attach your emotions too much. If you know you can't lose a certain amount of money, don't invest it. Don't put in your trading account. Because some persons, when they lose like $100, $200, for 1 week, 2 weeks, they've not recovered. They've not recovered. So don't put what you can't lose. 1%, 2%, always take your trades well, always have your trading plan, your risk management, know when to exit the trade by putting your stop loss because sometimes trend changes on us. So when trend changes like that, it's your stop loss that will help you so that with the recovery trade, you can make so much money. So, and in conclusion, the professional view, a loss is just a cost of doing business, like paying rent. They are expected, no system is 100%. You take some lessons and you take some wins, but all I say is when your wins are more than your lessons, then you're in a good business. Like what we have this week, we've not recorded any stop loss hit. So it's been back to back, back to back. And for traders in the house, you all agree with me that any system that has back-to-back win like this when it comes to the foreign exchange market is a good system. Our wins are way, way more than our lessons. These lessons are expected, budgeted for, and a necessary part of the long-term process. Accepting this allows you to exit a losing trade quickly and move on without letting it affect your confidence for the next one. And I tell people, this is the only market that you can recover everything that you've lost. This is the only market. Sometimes the market closes me out in negative, and I know that the following day I'll trade and make, double of that money. So that is how this market works. So with what we have in Wealth Hub 2.0, the signals and the education, guys, let's not joke with this because for me, this is a life-changing opportunity. Whenever I have, whenever I'm privileged to talk to people, I tell people that whatever it takes, whatever it means for you to pay for this knowledge, please pay for it. Please learn it because it will go a long way in changing your financial trajectory. Me, I've left the place of praying for money. So money is no longer my prayer point just by the virtue of learning how to trade the financial market. So I want to super celebrate each and every one of you. I want to say, let's keep learning, let's keep honing our skills, let's keep getting better by the day so that at the end, it will just be dollar rain everywhere while I pass it to my superstar coach and mentor from here. Chairman, sir, are you on the call and can you hear me, sir?
Absolutely, right here.
Let's type a 777. Let's celebrate our chairman while we bring him up. Let's celebrate our chairman. Let's celebrate my own superstar coach and mentor, my angel in human skin. Whatever you celebrate, guys, you attract. Me, I'm not tired of celebration. I'm not tired of appreciation. I'm not tired of gratitude. So every day I wake up, I thank God for allowing my path cross with Chairman Ure Ezeagu, because this man you see on the call here has been a blessing to me. He's my angel in human skin. I don't know about you, so let's keep celebrating him while I pass the mic back to him. Sir, if you're on the call, you can take it away from me, sir.
Awesome, 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 great one. Can you see my screen, Forex Lady Boss?
Absolutely, sir.
All right, so let's look at these rules, 10 rules of trading, 10 trading commandments, just to buttress what you have said. Accept that risk and losses are a necessary part of trading. Rule number 1. Accept that risk and losses are a necessary part of trading. The price for not accepting this is that you end up losing more money, just like the Forex Lady Boss has said. You know, one thing I've noticed with some of us is that we allow our losses to run for a long time, but we cut short our profit. When the trade is in profit, sharp, you just take $2, $3. But if it's lost, you allow it to run until it wipes your account. Rule number 2, have a proven trading system. Wealth Hub 2.0 is your proven trading system. A system that has called out trades for an entire week and no single stop loss. A system that you see people withdraw money back to back. People, let me tell you, I'm going bananas on 2.0. I'm talking to everybody. I'm telling them this is where you should be. No more monkeying around. We're not playing. No more game. We're not playing. We have the results. We've proven it. I'm calling everybody. I have over 2,000 contacts on my phone. I'm calling everybody. I'm having meetings every day. The Forex Lady Boss is everywhere. She's talking to government officials. She's talking to companies everywhere, every time she's out. We're not playing around, no games. We have a solution. We have the solution to the current economic impasse that not just Nigerian, but the entire world is facing. It's Les Brand that made this statement, and you might want to write it down. Les Brand says, there is no defense against an excellence that meets a pressing public need. There is no defense, no excuse against an excellence that meets a pressing public need. What is a pressing public need right now? Not just in Nigeria, but globally, even in America, in Canada, in London. Money is a pressing public need. So if you have an excellence, Wealth Hub 2.0, I can tell you unequivocally, is an excellence. A system that can call over 7 trades in a day and no single stop loss. An entire week, no single stop loss. What are you kidding me? What are you joking? Probably you're new to Forex, so you don't understand what we're talking about. Superstars have been doing this for almost 20 years now. I've never seen something like this. So Wealth Hub 2.0 has already solved number 2 for you. Number 3, concentrate on the risk, not the reward. We tell everybody before you take, we've done trainings and we've taught members of the community on how to calculate your risk, because the only thing you have control over in trading is your risk. All right? Never trade without a stop loss. Lots of people are guilty of this, at times including me. So I'm also working on myself. So I'm not just talking to you, I'm also training myself. Have an attainable target. Don't send your account on an impossible mission. Because someone told me that she wants to earn $4,000 between now and December. She has $2,000 between now and December. She has some issues she wants to take care of. I said, okay, how much trading equity do you have? She said she will fund her account with 4,000. I said, okay, that makes sense. Some people will fund their account with 1,000. Some people will fund their account with 100 and want to make $1,000 in 1 week. You're sending that account to obituary. Just like the gentleman, I won't stop talking about, who had $1,000 in his account. He chatted me up that he has blown his account. I said, this trade, he hit TP1, TP2, TP3, and even went, or he gave us about 600 pips. What happened to you? Then he sent me a screenshot. When I saw the screenshot, 0.50, even me, I never get mine take 0.50 for gold. Me, I never tried them before. Maybe one of these days I'll try it. The guy had more than one position, 0.50. That particular trade, we had a pullback. It didn't hit our stop loss, but gold, you know how gold behaves, just like the one that happened today. I will show us. That trade pulled back, but now came back, gave us TP1, TP2, TP3, and went further to do over 600 pips. But that guy lost his account. Why? He over leveraged. Have an attainable target. We have shown everyone that on 2.0, just with 0.01, two positions, you can do 100% of your $100 account in a week. I was just looking at the pips count for this week, excluding today. We have done over 1,000 pips. Over 1,000 pips. Everyone on the call, over 1,000 pips. If you are using, okay, let's take 1,000 pips. If you are using 0.01 and you cut all the 1,000 pips, how much will you have in your account now? Everyone on the call, please type it on the chat box. Just 0.01 and you cut 1,000 pips only with one position. How much will you have in your account now? I'm waiting for the feedbacks. 0.01, you are using just one position. How much will you have in your account now? Let me see, somebody has posted something. 0.01, one position. How much will you have in your account now? $100. $100, ladies and gentlemen. $100 superstars on the call. So why are you in a hurry? You have a system that can give you 100% win in a single week. Where are you hurrying to? Why are you over leveraging? And if you're taking two positions, because I know that with all we're saying, there's nobody in 2.0, even those that have $100 account, they never take one position. No. Those that even listing, those that listen take two positions. Those are the good people who even listen to what you're saying. No. They take two positions. All right? So those are even the good people who listen and to what you're saying. Those ones manage to take two positions. So it means that if you're taking two positions, your $100 account will be how much now? Your $100 account will be $200, $300 now. You would have done 200%. If you're taking three positions, you would have done 300%. So where are you rushing to? Why wouldn't you just take normal? And since you know that every week, Superstars in Wealth Hub 2.0, you subscribe on Monday with $100. By the end of that week, we have seen it has been consistent. There's no week that we do less than 1,000 pips. And you're just taking the trades, 0.011 position, you make 100% of your account. So just imagine, it means that in Wealth Hub, you can make 300 to 400% of your account in a month just using proper lot size. If you have a $200 account at 0.02, proper lot size. So why should somebody lose his account? Greed, like the Forest Lady boss said. Put your emotions under control. Always stick to your trading plan. What have we told you in Wealth 1.0? Our trading plan. Number one, never allow a win turn into a loss. Number two, never allow a blue turn into a red. Number 3, never allow a winning trade turn into a losing trade. Simple. If you follow this, you will always win. Limit your losses. Never limit your profit. I said this from the beginning. Don't cut your profit short. Allow the profits to run. It's losses that you can cut short. Treat your trading as a business. Always journal your trades. Treat your trading as a business. All right? Superstars, trading is not a gamble. Trading is not a gamble. Forex Lady Boss says trading is a business, and she's very correct. Treat your trading as a business, not a gamble. Treat your trading as a business, not a gamble. Now, I want to show us this. I want to buttress this. I don't know if you can see my screen. Okay, so look at this. This is the month of November. November 26th. I think this is for this week. 1,000. So I want to show you so that you know that it's not just, we're not just saying for saying sake. All right? It's not just mouth. You know, Hausa people will say, Kaleshi, chacham baki ko, say baki ko ne. I wannan ba chacham baki ba, muna the result din. Muna magana, muna nuna wa result. For the sake of our community in the diaspora, let me interpret what I said in Hausa. The Hausa man will say, this one is just mouth, only mouth. Nothing to show them. I said, no, in 2.0, it's not mouth. We have the result. Look at it there in black and white. 1,030 pips. You have $100 account. This week alone, you made $100. But the challenge is that some people want to make $1,000 on a $100 account. Our last session, last Thursday, we said everyone should read the book, The Science of Getting Rich. Someone says, why am I always losing on trades that other people are winning? Is your mind. See, your mind will always attract the exact opposite. Whatever you have in your mind, that's what you attract. If you have a negative mindset, you always attract negative things around you. If you have a positive mindset, you always... Dr. Dukba even went as far as downloading the book. What's the title of the book? The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. In that book, Wallace D. Wattles says, getting rich is a science and is an exact science. He says, getting rich is a science like mathematics. Getting rich is a science like physics. Getting rich is a science like chemistry. Getting rich is a science like algebra. And I did well to give us certain examples. In the last session, I posted that training tonight, this morning. Do well to watch that video. In the book, you see, Wallace D. Wattles made a very profound statement. He said, listen, he says, any man, no matter how poor and no matter his condition, can become wealthy by thinking the right thought. But he said, it's thinking the right thought is laborious. Thinking the right thought is difficult. Thinking of wealth in the face of poverty is not easy. To hold a picture of wealth in your mind when you're going through excruciating poverty. When sickness is ravaging your body, to hold the picture of health in your mind and put healthy pictures, see yourself when you were healthy, to hold that in your mind is laborious. It's not easy because the human mind is always drawn towards negativity. You want to say what you're saying. But you see, if you keep speaking what you're seeing, you keep having what you're saying. So in that book, The Science of Getting Rich, it says, listen, creating wealth is laborious. It's not easy. But it says, listen, no matter how poor you are, if you can sit down and you can create in your mind the mental picture of the good that you desire, in the words of the person who always uses that, the create in your mind the good that you desire. What's his name again? Is late now. His name just escaped me. I'm sure I'll remember his name. He's late now. I remember his name on this call. Has any of us watched The Secret? The Secret. Towards the end of The Secret, he's the person who ended it, and he ended it with the statement, the last 5 minutes of The Secret. He ended it with the statement, create in your mind the picture of the good that you desire. I'm seeing his face. I'm just trying to remember his name. Let me see. Somebody has typed it on the chat box. Let me see. No, not Warren Buffett. Not Warren Buffett. Not Warren Buffett. Not Miles Monroe. Neither of them. What's his name again? Not Warren Buffett. I'm seeing his face, so his face is just in front of me. But the name has escaped me. Bob Proctor. Thank you so much, Mommy Comfort. Bob Proctor. Yeah, that is it. Bob Proctor. See the good that you deserve. See the good that you desire. Create on the canvas of your mind the mental picture of the wealth. So every day when you wake up, create on the, how do you think we create? You think it just happens that way? We call 7 trades and all hit TP in a week, no stop loss. It doesn't just happen that way. I create in my mind the mental picture. I first sit when I woke up early in the morning, I first sit down and I create the mental picture. I create the mental picture of how much I want to withdraw at the end of the week, how much I want to grow my account to. I first see it in my mind's eye. I see it, I hold the picture, I keep saying it at every opportunity. I tell people this is where I'm going. So even when something happens and I have a pull and I have a drawdown and I have a pullback, it doesn't affect me. I'm already seeing where I'm going. I can start all over again and still get to where I'm going. Why? Why we look not at the things that are seen? For the things that are seen are temporal. But we look at the things that are not seen. For the things that are seen were created by things which do not appear. Superstars, you can change your life. You can change your life. Words, images, and emotions. Words, images, and emotions. Everybody type it on the chat box. Words, images, and emotion. Type it on the chat box. Words, images, and emotion. What words are you speaking about your trade? Are you the person that is saying every trade that I pick hits stop loss? You're losing money. Are you that person? If I were to come into your home right now, what images am I going to see around your house? What images? Everybody, 43 persons on the call, please type it on the chat box. Words, images, and emotion. I want to see 43. Words, images, and emotion. Not watch. Words, spoken words. Yeah, Talatu, thank you. Adeyemi, not watch. Words, images, and emotions. If I'm to come into your home right now, what images am I going to see? Am I going to see the images of your tomorrow, or am I going to see the images of your past? The images of your past are just what? Are just your pictures. So do you have do you have the picture of that private jet that you want to buy? Do you have the picture of that mansion that you want to buy? We're talking about the wealthy place. Have you, that portion of the slide, have you taken a picture of it? Have you framed it and put it on your wall and you're seeing it every day? Why we look not at the things that are seen? It says, for God calleth those things that be not as though they were. God calleth those things that be not as though they were. That car that you want to drive, when I come into your house, am I going to see a picture of that car? All right? The vacation you want to go on next year, when I come into your house, am I going to see a picture of where you want to go to? Now, you see, our words direct where we're going. Those that are on 2.0, you know that from the beginning of the year, I've been saying I'm going to America. I'm going to the US. As at the time that I was speaking those words, I didn't have the US visa. But I kept saying, I'm going to the US. I'm going to the US. Superstars, the day I went for my visa interview, about 20 persons that were in front of me, not one of them were given visa. 20 were in front of me. All 20 of them were denied. But when it got to my turn, the lady gave me visa. The only thing she said to me, sorry, I can't give you more than 3 months. I can only give you 3 months visa. I say, yeah, I know, don't worry. I know President Trump has, limited it to just 3 months. And she said, you have to travel within that 3 months. I said, no problem, we'll be there. Words, what words are you speaking? Are you saying to yourself, times are hard, businesses are failing, there is no money, prosperity has no chance? Is that what you're saying to yourself every day? Are you saying to yourself that as I'm even talking to people, they are not paying attention? Is that what you're saying? No, that's not what I'm saying about my business. I say every day, the lines are falling to me in pleasant places. I have a goodly heritage. How do you think you came here, superstars? Look at that WhatsApp group. All right, we're almost 1,000. We built it from the scratch. From the scratch. What do you think attracted you here? Because many years ago in Port Harcourt, every day I will say to myself, a people that I know not shall serve me. Strangers shall submit themselves to me. As soon as they hear me, they shall obey me. A people that I know not shall serve me. Strangers shall submit themselves to me. As soon as they hear me, they obey me. Words, images, and emotions. That's why my voice is captivating. You think you just love hearing chairman speak for nothing? No. Many years ago, I've been saying to myself, my words are seasoned with salt. They minister grace to the hearers. My words are seasoned with salt. They minister grace to the hearers. Many years ago, I've been saying to myself, I have the tongue of the learned. I have the tongue of the learned. I know how to speak a word in season to him that is weary. I have the tongue of the learned. I know how to speak a word in season to him that is weary. Many years ago, I've been speaking it and I've been saying, the sheep of Tarsus shall come to me. The dromedaries of Midian, they shall come from afar. Now today we have people from Canada, we have people from the US, we have people from Germany, we have people from UK. Words, what words are you speaking? What environment are you creating around your life? Are you creating an enabling environment for your vision, or are you creating now, superstars, please listen to me. Your words water the seed that is sown. When you speak the first word, that is the seed that you've sown. When you keep speaking it, you're watering it. It's like when you plant in your garden, you go water it, right? It says faith comes by hearing, and hearing, not by having heard. Who is the first person that hears what you say? You. So how do you build faith in what you're saying? By consistently speaking what you want to see. So when you say things are not working, you're the first person to hear it. Eventually, things will not work for you. But when you keep saying, I'm a profitable trader, when I open my charts, I see only profitable trades. That's what I tell myself every day. When I open the chart, I see only profitable positions. I will take only profitable trades. I see the charts clearly. I understand the charts clearly. I said to myself, Holy Spirit, your word says you teach my hands to profit. You're the one who invented Forex. You created all things. If you created all things, it means you created the Forex market. That means you understand the market, you understand the chart. Interpret the chart for me. Teach me the chart. Teach my hand to profit today. Help me. Help me. Help me. Every morning I'll pray. I'll say, Lord Jesus, help me. As I look at the charts today, help me to be profitable. Help me to be profitable. Help me to take only profitable trades, words, images, and emotion. And I'll say to myself, I'm a master trader. I'm a profitable trader. I take only profitable trades, words, images, and emotion. Then I put the images I have everywhere. I had in my wallet for a very long time, for over 5 years. And I'm going to do it again when I get to the US. So let me tell you the story. Superstars are amazing. Today, people are paying us on 2.0 in dollars. It did not just start now. Many years ago, I had my coach and mentor. I chatted with him today. I sent him happy Thanksgiving. He responded, and I said, I'll see you soon. He said, absolutely. All right, because I'm going to his home in Texas, in Houston. He lives in a mansion. I'm going to go there. I'm going to spend some time. You see, the environment, the people, I'm going to listen to him. I'm going to watch him. I've been doing that for several years. I was telling Auntie Blessing today that I'm going to drive in his Rolls Royce. My good God. My good God. My good God. Somebody type on the chat, step up. Somebody type on the chat, step up. Type on the chat box, step up. Step up. Step up. I'm going to drive in the Rolls Royce. I'm going to mesmerize my mind with that, because you see, your life is going to be a function of 5 things. Number 1, the books you read, the people you meet. The books you read, the people you meet, the words you hear, the places you travel to, your association, they determine your life. So he lives in one of the most expensive and the most exquisite neighborhoods in Houston. I'm going to go to that neighborhood. I've been to his house before. You can't live in that neighborhood if you're not a multi-millionaire. All right? So I'm going to go to that neighborhood. He's bought a bigger house. So I'm going to go there. His new house is amazing. His new house is exciting. I'm going to sleep on that bed. Oh, my good God. Oh, my good God. If you understand what I'm telling you tonight, you can change your life. A few years ago, about 2 or 3 years ago, my mentor, Mr. David Imonite Jr., came to Nigeria and called me. He said, Uriel, I'm in Lagos, come to Lagos. So I bought a flight ticket and I flew to Lagos. He will normally stay at the Marriott. So when I got to Lagos, I called him. I said, sir, I just landed at the airport. He said, yeah, come over to the Marriott. I said, with my luggage, he said, with everything, I've booked a room for you. You're staying at the Marriott with me. So I went in, I checked into the room. Superstars, when you sleep, oh my good God, oh my good God. There are hotels and there are hotels. Oh my good God. When you sleep at the Marriott, you sleep well. I'm telling you, you need to give yourself life experiences. You need to give yourself life experiences, the life experiences that you give yourself. So I stayed in that room that night. It changed. There was a paradigm shift. There was a paradigm. I've been eating at the Marriott because every time he comes to Nigeria, he stays at the Marriott. So we'll normally stay with him, go visit him, we'll eat lunch and dinner, breakfast, lunch and dinner, because we come in the morning, we stay with him till about 2, 3 a.m. We're entertaining people, we're talking. But this particular day, he said, I'm paying for you to stay at the Marriott. So when I got into my room, I said, oh my God, the lines are falling onto me in pleasant places. I have a goodly heritage. The lines are falling onto me in pleasant places. I have a goodly heritage. People, you need to give yourself life experiences. You need to give yourself life experiences. Stop staying at 5,000 naira, 10,000 naira hotel, 20,000 naira. Step up. Type on the chat box, step up. People, step up. Because your mind needs to step up. Because until you can see it on your mind, is on in that audio, The Science of Getting Rich. Wallace D. Walton says, you don't get the poor out of their poverty by giving them charity. Charity only offers them a loaf of bread. You get the poor out of their poverty by painting mental pictures of wealth on the canvas of their mind. Painting mental pictures of wealth on the canvas of their mind. What mental pictures of wealth are you painting on the canvas of your mind? The life experiences that you give yourself. So when I stayed in that hotel that night, at that time, a night at the Marriott was about 350,000. But let me tell you something that your mind will tell you. I remember the day that my mentor was leaving for the US and I was going back to Port Harcourt. I remember, telling my brother from another mother, Chairman Ido, I said, hi, Chairman, see, Oga for just give me this 350,000. Which one be say, come sleep for hotel, pay 350,000. I said, he would have just given me this 350,000. I know what to do with this money. Which one is this? We'll stay in a hotel and pay 350,000. What kind of thing is that one? And I was grumbling. But you see, that singular act, and the man knew what he was doing. That singular act created a major paradigm shift for me. Do you know that a few months later, I went back to Lagos. I stayed at the Marriott. By that time, the price of the Marriott has increased to 500,000 naira a night. And I paid for myself from my pocket. I paid 500,000 naira per night to stay at the Marriott. What did it for me? That life experience shifted me. I could now see that this is possible. It's not out of reach. It is possible. If I didn't have that initial experience that my mentor gave me, nothing would have made me to, because there's been a paradigm shift. Superstars, packaging and your environment is everything. Do you know that on that trip that I paid 500,000 naira per night for myself at the Marriott, I struck 2 deals that paid me $10,000. Why? Because I stayed at the Marriott. The people called me, where are you staying? I spoke to them, where are you? I said, I'm staying at the Marriott. They said, where do we meet? Are you coming to our office? I said, no, come and see me at the Marriott. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Who will you tell that you're staying at the Marriott and they will not want to come and see you? So the people left their office and they drove to the Marriott. I said, come to my room. They came to my room. When they sat down and we finished talking, consultation, this $10,000 was consultation fee, consultancy fee. Free money, no consultancy. They dropped it. Each of them dropped 5K just to sit down and talk with me. Hey, levels. Antitalatu, levels. Each one dropped 5K to sit down and talk with me. Levels. Why? Because there was a paradigm shift. They used to know me before, but when they saw me at the Marriott, they know what it takes to stay at the Marriott. They didn't relate me. If I was staying at hotel, they would have, probably say, okay, let's give you 2,000 or let's give you 1,000. But because I have had that paradigm shift occasioned by a life experience that my mentor gave me, when I told them 5K, nobody argued. They dropped the 5K. So give yourself life experiences. Create in your mind the mental picture of the good that you desire. Next week, how much do you want to withdraw from the market? Write it down, write it down, write it down. Keep speaking it. I'm so happy and grateful now that I withdraw $5,000 every week from the market. That's my confession. That's what I'm going to. I'm so happy and grateful now that I make $3,000 every day trading the foreign exchange market. I'm so happy and grateful now. Yeah, there will be ups and downs. Some days I will make the 3,005. Some days I will not make up to that. But I keep speaking it. I keep speaking it. I keep speaking it. And eventually it will. Eventually it will. Now, when I go to Lagos, if I want to stay at the Marriott, it's no longer a big deal. It's not a big deal. Why? Because my mind, there's been that paradigm shift, so my mind has accepted it as normal. Some people on this call now, you hear stay at the Marriott, 500,000 just for one night. God forbid. God forbid. Blood of Jesus. Blood of Jesus. Blood of Jesus. That's what some people will be saying. But you see, the plague is in the mind. The plague is in the mind. So the same thing goes for trading. So words, images, and emotion. What pictures have you created around yourself? What dreams, what visions, what goals do you have? We have already our vision for World Hub for next year. You know, I was sharing it with the Forest Lady boss. The first quarter, what we're going to achieve. The number of people we want to reach. Because make no mistakes about it. This is about reaching people. This is about helping people. This is about helping changing the narrative. Look at it in our country. People have been losing money in Forex trading. People have been losing money to Ponzi schemes. And that's why I keep telling everyone who is on 2.0, help us share. That's the greatest appreciation you give me. Help us share the stories. Help us tell people about the story. Because you see, poor people ask, how much does it cost? People with wealth mindset, wealthy mentality say, what value can I get from it? Oh my goodness. Poor people will ask, how much does it cost? People with wealthy mindset says, how much value can I get from it? I was talking with a lady today and she said, $100, $350, $1,000 is expensive. I said, okay. I asked her, there was a company she went to do after Akash X. Blessing, what's the name of that your company again? That company that you like?
Tradeversity.
Tradeversity. I said, you paid $200 for Tradeversity. He said, yes. I said, how much value did you get? He said, nothing. Have you not blown your account? He said, yes. I said, all the money that you lost, when you put it together, is it not cheaper that you had paid $350 in 2.0? Then I made this statement to her. I said, listen, always ask for value, not price. Now look at what you're seeing on your screen now. Let's say you started with $100. In 1 week, this is 1 week result, you've made your money back. People write it on the chat box. A system that you can make 100% of your money just by following the rule in 1 week. Is that system expensive or cheap? Type it on the chat box. Let me know. If it's expensive, type E, which stands for expensive. If it's cheap, type C. A system, no matter the cost of getting into it, in 1 week, in 2 weeks, we had Mr. Emmanuel say to us on one of the calls that he enrolled for the quarterly. In 1 week, he made his money times 3, 300% in a week. 300% in a week. Never done in Forex. Never anywhere. So poor and middle class people talk about price. Rich and wealthy people talk about value. People with wealth mentality talk about value. What value am I going to get? When I see something, I don't ask how much is it, what value can it add to me? Value. Because Jim Rohn says value makes a difference in result. Our goal is to impact 500,000 Africans and African households in the diaspora. Personally, I want to impact directly 1,000 people, 2,000, 3,000, who also impact 2,000, 3,000 persons, and that's how we achieve the 500,000. Apostle Paul said to Timothy, the things that I have committed to you, commit to faithful men, who shall in turn commit to other faithful men. So would you partner with us? Would you work with us? Would you help us to take this lovely story and share it rather than selling Ponzi schemes? How many persons would you want to change their lives? January is coming. People in 2.0, they are not bothered about January. They are not having heart attack. No. This is going to be the best January they've ever had because they are going to go into January seamlessly. Look at it. I've taken it upon myself every day. I'm posting withdrawal. You're seeing people withdraw back to back. Tell the story. Tell the story. Tell the story to yourself. Say, I am one of the millionaires, because if you look at our roadmap to a legacy company, we say we're creating 5,000 millionaires in dollars. Say to yourself, I'm one of the 5,000 millionaires in dollars. Every day, write it out. So how did I get here? I've not forgotten the story. So I had my coach and mentor, say when he was starting up, he took a Sharpie. There's something they call a Sharpie in America, sharp pencil. And he got a $5 note and he put 5 zeros. He put 6 zeros behind that $5 note, and he pasted it on his dressing mirror everywhere he would see first thing in the morning. You know where he saw that from? It actually started from the Bible. That's where they took it from. You remember Jacob in Laban's house? And when Laban would say, this is the wage for us, Laban said to him, all the sparkled and wrinkled calves as the sheep delivered, all that would be yours. What was the technology? It's called the wealth transfer technology. The wealth transfer technology is the power of the mind. What did the Lord say to him? Go cut an almond tree, the branch of an almond tree, cut them in between so that they look, it's not straight, it's not even, they look wrinkled and speckled. And pin them at the water, the river where the animals come to eat and drink and mate. So as they are eating and drinking and mating, what they are seeing are those sparkled, wrinkled. And when they gave birth, everything was that. Laban said, no, something is wrong. He changed the wages. He said, now all the plain ones will be yours. The sprinkled ones, wrinkled ones will be mine. He doesn't understand that the unseen world controls the seen world. The Lord said to Jacob, don't worry, it's simple. Remove all these wrinkled branches, go cut plain branches and put them there. And he cut plain branches, put them everywhere. The same thing repeated itself. That was how all Laban's wealth was transferred to Jacob. That technology still works to date. So what did I do? On one of my trips to the US, I got a lot of $1 bills, plenty of them. And when I got back to Nigeria, I put 6 zeros behind them. How much is that? $1 million. I had one in my wallet for over 5 years. I carried it. I had one on my bathroom mirror. I had one on my study. I had one in my bedroom. Everywhere I will see first thing in the morning. And when I'm traveling on the airplane, I'll bring out the one in my wallet. I'll sip it, push it through, the seat in front of me. And I'll be staring at it until that plane lands. So any wonder today we're doing what we're doing? No. Words, images, and emotion. Create in your mind the picture of the good that you deserve. Write it down and keep saying to yourself this, I'm so happy and grateful now that I withdraw $15,000 from the Forex market every week. I'm so happy and grateful now that I withdraw $50,000 from my trading account every Friday. I'm so happy and grateful now that every Friday I withdraw $15,000 from my trading account. I'm so happy and grateful now that every day I make a profit of $3,000 trading the foreign exchange market. I'm so happy and grateful now. Keep speaking it. Keep speaking it. It might not look like it, but keep saying it. Keep saying it. Imagine it in your mind. Feel it. Feel the emotion. Feel the excitement. What will it be like? What will it look like? If you keep seeing that picture, eventually it will. Superstars on the call, we have something great right here in our hands. Everybody can win, and everybody will win, and everybody is winning. Let's go make it big. I celebrate each and every one of us. I want to say I'm super excited for the incredible results that we're having on 2.0. I'm really, really excited. And we have not even scratched the scratch of what is possible. We have not even scratched the scratch of what is possible. All right. So I'll be taking the presentation on this Saturday. Please invite everyone. Let's show people what they can do here. Because this Saturday, I'll be taking that presentation here. The next presentation I'll be taking it live from the United States of America. I've been to the US several times, so don't see me that I'm excited. You think I'm going to the US for the first time. I go to the US as if it's my backyard. But this particular one, because of 2.0, I'm really excited because I'll be doing a call, meeting with people one-on-one, meeting with people, showing them things, showing them 2.0. I'm telling you, it's going to be absolutely phenomenal. With that being said, I want to celebrate each and every one of us on the call. I hope you got value. If you got value, please type value on the chat box. If you got value, type value on the chat box. You got value tonight, type value on the chat box. If you got value, type value on the chat box. If you got value, excited for each and every one of us. Let's see what the market has to offer. Let's see what the market has to offer on the Asian session. Market was a little bit slow today, even though because I was on the road today. So I'm going to do quite some trading on the Asian session. After this, I think I'll do my exercise and go do my 10,000 steps walk. Then catch some rest before I get on the Asian session. And I will trust God for a bountiful harvest. You know that towards the end of the year is when you should really make it big. It says, he crowns the year with his goodness, and his path drop fatness. He crowns the year with his goodness, and his path drop fatness. So I don't know about you. I'm expecting God to crown this year for me with his goodness, and I'm expecting fatness on my path. So with that being said, celebrate each and every one of us. Let's keep winning. Remember Saturday, let's invite big. Do have a lovely night rest. And the compounding account is doing very, very well. Compounding account, people have been doing 15%, 10%, 20%, 30% every single day. It's been amazing, and we're so excited. Like I said, we've not even scratched the scratch of what is possible. So if you've not yet subscribed to 2.0, you want to subscribe ASAP. If your subscription has run off, because Forex, we remove a whole lot of the admins, remove a whole lot of people. It's amazing. People are making money every day, but there are some wonderful people, even before their subscription expires, they've renewed. So the admins have renewed. So if you're no longer seeing the trade alerts, it means you've defaulted and the admin has removed you from the group. So get your subscription renewed. With the kind of money that you're making on 2.0, nobody should be telling you to renew your subscription. So with that being said, I celebrate everyone. Do have a great night rest. And for those that will be trading Asian session with me, let's go win big. I love you all, and God bless.